It's been a while since I got an anime figure. At least I'm hoping that during the release schedule, Pasta isn't releasing like 13 of these in a row, but let's just say that. It'll make me feel better. Now that I've done my taxes, and I know exactly how much I spent in 2023 on anime figures, I mean, what's more important? Medical insurance or anime figures? I mean, which one really has the health benefits we're talking about? Okay. I now have 2 of these. This one's cute. This one's folded like a motherfucker. Let's move over. Meow. Meow. Move. Oh my fucking God, she's finally here. Holy shit. This is an important one. I also gotta remember what I spent. I just saw Goon and I'm like, whoa, what kind of figure is this? This is a big one. This is an important one. This is one I've been actually looking forward to. A lot of the ones I order are like, that's kind of nice. I'd like to collect that. But I'm a legs man, and I'm a Black Lagoon fan. And Princess Pasta, I love you, my dear, but you need to up your Balalaika cosplay. Former KGB Russian operative hottie that defected to Roanapur to become a crime boss in the most lawless place in the fucking world, and it's such a good show. Fuck. And she's the queen of blonde Russian murder, child murder. Specifically, she had to kill those kids, and they had to die. Like, if you want to watch a show where some kids have to die, Black Lagoon. Black Lagoon. The second season, or when it transitions from like 12 episodes to the last, it's like, you know what? Let's see how far we can make this shit go. And it's like, yeah, child murder. We'll start with that. But trust me, you're going to watch it and you're going to be like, oh, these kids got to go. These kids are those bad news bears that everyone keeps talking about. She's cool and calm and collected. And you know she's not fucking any of her men. That's another thing. She's got all these Russian, you know, military dudes. And you know that she's too good for any of them. That's what I like. I like a woman who's too good for even sex. It's like, nah. Does not have tape? It does have tape. Of all the figures I have, I wish she was a quarter scale. But yeah, I pre-ordered this one like a year and a half ago, a while ago. That's why they keep showing up, and I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't buy as many anime figures. But I don't have to worry about it until 2028. So let's just keep buying them. God, yes. She's got the perfect face. This is the perfect anime figure face. She got the perfect anime figure chair. Because if you do gun running and drug deals and whatever the fuck else she's doing as a former KGB, look at that chair. You seeing this chair, Drake? This chair is fucking sweet. Okay. Put down chair. Many layers of plastic around Balalaika. I'm even following an Instagram account that's just called Black Lagoon Supremacy, because it's just all the Black Lagoon characters. Wow, I didn't even have to yank her hat off. Fucking glorious. I don't know if she's wearing undies, and neither do you. It doesn't matter. That's a Balalaika. She's not supposed to be holding something? A cigar. There's the cigar. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna put you down, Mrs. Laika. Balalaika. With Balalaika's her fucking, like, just name. Wouldn't want to forget the cigar. What kind of American would I be if I forgot world history and Bill Clinton? So let's see. Revi lost her cigarette because the cleaning ladies were cleaning her for some reason, and her cigarette fell out of her mouth and it's gone. And you can't even 3D print something that small. It's literally thinner than it. You can't. And then you have to paint it yourself. How is she holding this between the fingers? Just bend it and put it in there. Like that. That's it. All right. There she is. And of course I bought a second one because I plan on selling it to try to make up for the cost of the first one in a couple fucking years. But these things are actually worth more every year. The problem is money's worth less every year. So the $300 I spent on, probably wasn't $300. She's probably like $180 to $200. So if I spent $400, and that's worth $350 in 2 years. That makes $150 back, which would make this $50. But that's in 2026 or 7 money, where $350 doesn't even buy you a goddamn pen case at CVS. She might be one of my favorite figures. It ain't even about the giant tits. It's about the scars and the legs and the attitude. That's what I'm into. I want some attitude. God, her eyes are so good. Wish you guys were looking at this through a DJI Pocket 2 or 3, where it does even better. Feet are a little big, but I mean, I'll let that slide. She's Russian after all. Where do I put her? Next to Revy? Revy's gonna make her look tiny though. Those fucks! They lost the other thing I put in her mouth. How do they do this? So she lost the cigarette, and so I went down and my 3D printer, when it cleans the nozzle, it puts like a little tiny strip on the side, and you could peel that off, and it's like a needle. I put that in the hole in her mouth, so it looked like she was chewing on straw, and now it's gone again. Baby, I'm so sorry, Revy. You're gonna have to keep finding things to put in the hole in your mouth. Well, Balalaika will keep you company. That is a solid fucking figure. Hello, welcome to the Z unboxing. And I will never not take an opportunity to complain about FedEx, who I woke up at 9:50 and there was a note, and I checked the camera, and they arrived at 9:40. They walked up to my thing, apparently rang the doorbell. I must have not heard it, even though there's doorbell repeaters everywhere. So then he takes the sticky note that says like, hey, and I put it on the glass. I put it on the glass. I signed it and put it on the glass. He, the FedEx guy, decided to put a sticky note on the wooden bench sideways so that the wind would almost guarantee blow it into the bushes. And if I hadn't seen it out of a fucking miracle, I would have never known an Auto Z headphone was attempted to be delivered today. Who the fuck puts a sticky note on raw wood? Not even like smooth, nice wood where a sticky note might stick. But like I peeled it off and I just took chunks of wood with it. And it's like, so I had to clean up the anyway. Just more, I just like shitting on FedEx. It's my favorite. It's literally my pastime. If I tweeted every time FedEx fucked up, they would never send anything to me, or the drivers would like put me on a little blacklist or something. Black and blue list. I mean, it's already like I'm on that list. Right? It just feels like I'm already there. Yes. All right. Only 2. They sent me like 9 large of the render tips. Like I needed more render tips. They sent me like a fuckload, like 6 or 7 containers of large. I need large in my right and medium in my left. So I said, hey, can you send me the mediums? Because I only have large and that doesn't help me. And they sent me 2. So, I mean, it's better than none. Thank you, Hi-Fi Go. But it would have been nice if I got an equal amount of large and medium, but whatever. I don't fucking care at this point. I love my render tips, by the way, and it's going to be... It's sucky because, here's the thing. They market themselves. If they're my favorite thing, obviously I would use them. And if they weren't my favorite thing and I was just trying to be a piece of shit... Like, I make no money on the render tips. I think I've made like $250 total. Maybe. On every sale of the render tips. They're so cheap. You get a small percentage of like a cheap $12 thing and it's nothing. You have to sell thousands and thousands and thousands to make any sort of profit. But it would be, so I don't want to feel like a dick constantly pushing my own stuff. But they are legitimately the best IM tips from most IMs I've tested with. I just want that extra seal. What are these? Pasta. These are the... Puta? No, there's no way they're that. They're not the puta. Pula? P-U-L-A? There's, oh, it's written on the sides too. P-U-L-A, the Pula. I'm gonna cross that T. I'm gonna make it the puta. Oh my God, Comply tips. Dude, I haven't seen Complies in for fucking ever. I liked Comply right until Tacony became a thing. And I never looked back. And now I like my render tips. Well, it's not like you can replace straight foam with a silicone wrapped foam, but I have in most situations where I think a foam might be beneficial. You get a little piece of blue, some blue foam in there. And that's a really nice wire, actually. Hold some presses, boys and girls. 4.4 with a hexagonal. Is it hex? Is it 1, 2, 3? It's 6. It's a sectagonal machine. Actually, it's kind of sharp. Oh, fuck. So they forgot to smooth out the edges. So that's a raw machined edge there. So it's actually could cut you a little bit, I think. It's not gonna, but then that's a nice 4.4 into a 4-wire weave that is dead ass balls straight. To the more hex stuff that feels like I should get a wrench and just wrench my hex stuff. Or hex is 8. This is Echo. What is a 6-sided thing?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, an item with 6 sides is called a hexagon.
What is a hex? So what am I thinking? Octagon is 8. Pentagon is 5. Wow, I'm just confused. And these have nice little flat edges to them. I kind of like the raw machining like feel and look. The sharpness here is a little bit disturbing, but other than that, there's a gem in there? There's a fucking diamond in this. I thought there was a set screw. There's a fucking, like, gemstone. Should I rub it on the glass of my stove? Like, break my fucking stove? I like this wire. This is a fucking nice wire. And look at the IEMs. Like, I could be a dick about a lot of things, but that is a Kinera finish. This reminds me, who the fuck makes these? Who's making these? Because these remind me of the Plutus Beast, which is Kinera. I got a WeChat name, and I get nothing but this on the front. And then this. Oh, yeah, I'm fucking stupid. Even this is just Pula. Pula what? Pull a rabbit out of my ass? It's the brand is Pula, and these are the model PA02. And the product color is thing, and apparently they are a 1DD 4BA. Ooh. They're fucking sex looking, man. These look the sex. All right. Let's put this stuff back where it belongs. From a feel and looks perspective, I'd say these are worth at least $220. That's a thing. I'm doing this thing now where they're very light. I should also point out they're very fucking light. Which can be good or bad. I don't know. I'm finding heavier IEMs more comfortable. The light ones tend to just wiggle out of your ears, where heavy ones tend to not, and that makes the exact opposite of sense. That's got to be a band name. Chuck, look up. Opposite of sense. You would think a heavy thing would wiggle its way out, but the light things end up doing it. Anyway, excuse the mess in my kitchen. I probably should have said that at the start. I went shopping yesterday and I've unboxed other things and I don't have a burn pile yet. There's like one box there, so I'm not comfortable with just chucking cardboard. This came from Best Girl. Anyway, this. I've never had so much pause purchasing something before. And we're gonna talk a little bit. We're gonna make this into a little bit of a side mission. We're gonna talk about hobbies, which is something you think I know all about. Because Theo's audio. It's an expensive hobby. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't pay for anything in audio. I mean, I obviously run the channel. I obviously have, things I do, but audio is not a hobby anymore. I had to abandon it as a hobby and make it into a business. And then everything pretty much gets sent to me for free for either short evaluation periods, or companies don't give a shit if they lose a $1,000 headphone. It costs them $200 to build it. They're gonna get 15,000 views on that. They're gonna sell 3. It's gonna more than make up for anything that could have ever been done. They make money. So audio isn't my hobby anymore. Audio is my job. I still enjoy audio, but it ain't my hobby. And so to find a real hobby, and this is the way I would define a real hobby, is it costs you money and time to almost no benefit to anyone around you or yourself, but enjoyment. And I have 2 quite expensive hobbies now. Anime figures which I don't want to disclose exactly how much I spent on them in 2023, but it was in the 4-figure range. But I have some to sell. Obviously, I buy 2 of a lot of them so I can sell them and make it up for it. But even if that went perfectly, I'd still be in the 2-figure range out of pocket. And my newest hobby, which I thought would be grand and fucking great, printing. I really have this shit. Gotta agitate this ink super hard. And it does that for like 3 minutes, throwing ink into the fucking trash. So if you do it every week, it's like, oh, the ink hasn't solidified. I don't need to do that. Here's 30 seconds of agitation and we're good to go. So, fuck. Basically, this is all a learning exercise about fuck and fuck. And now I need to cover my goddamn walls with artwork, because the only way to make this worth it is to constantly do it. This can't be one of those side things. Like photography, you could buy all the camera equipment and leave it there and it doesn't cost you any money. The printer is a time-based fucking hobby. Ink dries up. Ink costs go up. You need to constantly feed it things. And I'm not getting the joy out of it that I thought I'd be getting because I've been holding back, because this is it's expensive. I don't want to use this, it's expensive. I want to use paper. I was so upset. I wasted a $3 piece of paper. And then I fucked it up again by tearing it because I put it down on top of this, which had sticky parts. And I was like, ah! I love this printer. It's printed some shit that I'd never even thought printers could print that shit. I wish I could show you that one Dojin panel of the demon girl. And I had it, I printed it because it was the highest resolution picture I've had. It was like 12,000 by 8,000. And then I upscaled it further to like 20,000 by 12,000. And I printed it out on a 13 by 19 sheet of luster. And you can't physically, with any device I have, see the pixels. It's absurd how perfect it looks. And I was so joyous to hold it in my hand and go, fucking wow. And at the same time, I need to do that every week. So just I'm talking this is to myself. This is my, I don't need to go to therapy. I have you guys in the future. It's end of March 2024. So when you want to know if I needed therapy today, I didn't, because I talked to my therapist, the GoPro on my head, worked out my feelings and my emotions. If I could just figure out a way to make this pay the bills, like $100 a month. If I could get $100 a month out of this printer, that would be 7 months worth of printing out of an ink cart. That would just pay for the ink. It wouldn't pay for the paper though. So maybe $200 a month. Someone figure out, if you've got comments, I don't know if I'm there yet, but Princess Pasta's butt cheeks, maybe. My butt cheeks. Just pictures of Chewbacca, pictures of my anime figures. I'll just take these, take photos of them, put them on really good printed paper, sell them in the art center. Then that and this pays for itself. Cool? It ain't cool, but I'm done. All right, I'm done ranting. Cars, watches, vinyl. What are some other stupidly expensive hobbies that no one should do? We're just fucking full of them.